WPA, prepare to have your ears tortured. It's From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
Why would you let him go do that? That was a trap. You know, for all the investigative skills, I can't believe he fell for that. I mean, God, everybody who knows Melvin knows he used to be on the indie circuit. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. What's up, folks? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford here with another edition of From the Front Row Anniversary Fallout, folks. And before we begin, we'd like to wish our own Melvin P. Thurgood speedy recovery after his grueling match at the Casa de DISCRECTION, or for you lay people, the Funhouse, where him and Dirk gently put on a match, unsanctioned of course, because WPA was not going to suffer a lawsuit for this one, because Melvin would have sued. Now, the match was pretty good. It also, Dirk gently put on a good performance, folks. He came out strong. For somebody that don't wrestle, you know, he put on a strong performance and gave Melvin a fight. I don't think he should. He probably should have done more research, though. You know, like I said, Flip, Melvin used to be on the independents. He used to be in the indies. You know, until he got kind of like, you know, kicked out there, you know. We won't talk about that, though. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Melvin was able to overcome Dirk gently, had him rested on the table, folks, and climbed the ladder with a chair. And he hit what most of us know as his PTSD right on top of Dirk Gently's ass. Now, hey, Flip, I gotta commend Dirk. He almost got out of there. He almost was able to move. But yeah, that move comes. How does he get that rotation, though? I mean, I know he calls it the most perfect twisted swan dive. A swan dive? Or was it a super dive? There we go. The most perfectly twisted super dive. And it'll leave you with nightmares and shook up for a while. So hopefully Dirk gently goes and gets some psychiatric help, because he's going to see that in his dreams. Jeez. Yeah, we know why he calls it the PTSD. It ain't because of what it does to you. It's because it's his initials in there. Yeah. Now, hitting the most strangest match first. Once we got going, it was Starling J taking on her man, the Blueprint, Jackson Aries, in an I'm Sorry match, where the winner got to have the loser apologize to him publicly. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, I mean, what woman wouldn't want to win a match and have their man say they were right? Admin made it a #1 contender match for the television title. Now, here's where we all had a problem with this, folks. There's been an ongoing confrontation between Starling J and management to the point where they amicably agreed, or mostly she did, she was leaving. So it would seem to us, hey, since you're going to leave, why don't you go ahead and lay down for your man, let him get that television championship, or go for it anyway. But the allure of having him say I'm sorry must have overcame her need for seeing him be successful, because she went on to win the match, and we still will see him say he's sorry. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now, also on night one, we had a number one contender match for the triple threat title, and we had Crusher LB taking on Cats and Corey in the Street Fight King. And the Street Fight King, folks, as he always proves, brought the fight and pinned Crusher LB. Now in match two, it was Machete Ramos taking on Fat Thomas of Fat Thomas Barbecue. Try the white sauce. No, I didn't try the white sauce. Turtle tried it, and I asked him how it was. He was like, what else? Speaking of which, why did he count like that in Melvin's match? I mean, literally, it was 1, 2, whatevs, and ring the bell. I swear my cousin is so weird. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. And the idol Steve Sampson. Folks, and Fat Thomas has finally overcome his losing streak and was able to pin Machete Ramos and will be moving on along with Street Fight King to the championship match. Now, in our Trios Championship, it was Sinister the Dark Stalker, Johnny Rocco, and David the Beast Smith taking on the Order, Red Death, the Master Sean Puff, and the Badass Eddie Vendetti, folks. And Sinister pretty much controlled that match from start to finish. It was almost to the point where they were just fighting each other to see who was going to get the pin. And the Beast wound up getting the pin for his team, pinning the Master, Sean Puff. You know, at the end of the match, he told him, "You are the weakest link." Goodbye, eh? Oh, man. I wonder if he was sober when he did that. Now, rounding out night one, it was the WPA Tag Team Championships with the Killer Goons, Jayla Masters, and the Big Mel taking on Martel the Carpenter and Bobby Blaze. And Jayla Masters came through for his team, pinning Bobby Blaze of all people. Good thing Melvin didn't see that. He wouldn't have said nothing to Jayla Masters, though. No, he actually does like Jayla Masters, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But it's just Bobby lost. So now night two was filled with 2 matches, and we had a television championship battle royal. Oh no, it's 3 matches actually. Yeah, but there's a battle royal, and folks, the list is too long. But it came down to 4 people: Lycan Umbras, Cloudy Diggs, the Pinnacle of Humanity, Adrian Christopher, and Money MF and Mike of the Killer Goons. And Cloudy Diggs was able to outlast all those to become your new television champion. Good on him. Now in the WPA Triple Threat match, the Ronin Shona Campbell took on South Bronx Savage and Captain Mexico. And unfortunately, even though I know she will be back, South Bronx Savage was able to pin the champ. Yeah, but no, we don't flip a coin to see who got pinned. He flipped it. I mean, he could have pinned either one of them. I mean, they were both kind of out. But I think it meant more to him to pin the champion than to pin the other challenger. Now, on night 3, we had a WPA US Championship featuring JP DiMaggio, the Lunatic Aqua, the Regia, the Messiah, and Luscious Lucius. And JP DiMaggio did what he said he was going to do. He showed you why he is him. He showed you why he was voted most improved predictor in WPA as he trashed his opponents and then pinned Luscious Lucius, the most egregious of the other 3, to retain his United States Championship. Oh, you know what, man? I feel like we, in some kind of way, have a hand in helping to motivate the notorious JP DiMaggio to be as good as he is right now. I mean, he's on a tear. Even in a loss, guy is just, he's there. Well, he's there with still some room to be even better. Not improve. We still need, we know he can improve. To be better, because you always want to get better. You always want to leave that little bit of headspace just to get a little bit better. Now, in our Intercontinental Championship, Johnathan took on Matt Blakely. Of course, actually not of course. I actually thought Matt Blakely would have won that one, but I know I voted for Johnathan. Shut up, Flip. You must have missed me or something. Johnathan did retain his title, and is still your Intercontinental Champion, folks. And then it came down to money time, folks. Main event: Jermaine Walker taking on the First Lady, Alexa Leslie, and Hakeo Jason Shepard. Flip, why do you keep interrupting me? What do you mean say it like Melvin says it? It sounds funnier. No. Hell no. That's going to hurt my throat worse than JP DiMaggio putting his foot up Luscious Lucius Ash, which considering who that was, he probably enjoyed it. But Jermaine Walker, as much as she tried to get in the First Lady's head, she actually put on a good match. She actually put a little worry into his head. But so, Jermaine concentrated on Jason Shepard and pinned him to retain his world title. Now, after weeks of wondering who attacked him, he finally got his answer when he got back to the dressing room and was once again viciously attacked to the point where he's now in concussion protocol, folks. And to everyone's surprise, it was the Dark Stalker the whole time. We didn't see that one coming. Well, speedy recovery to wishes go out to the champ. I don't know, something about he was getting teased or something. See, that right there, folks. That's why you shouldn't bully people. Sometimes they come back and get you. I mean, seriously, I remember when I was bullied in high school. I fought the guy. Got my nose broke, but I fought him. He didn't want to have to do that every day. But we shall see what should come of this. If I was a Dark Stalker, I'd probably watch out for the other members of Sinister that are still hanging around. Who do I think will go after him? Let's see, who would be dumb enough? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it would probably be the Beast. Yeah. We'll see. Johnny Rocco tends to just keep to himself. Now, folks, we do have some exciting matches coming up this week as the schedule is out, and it'll be the Idol Steve Sampson taking on the Emperor 2K and Nominalium. A match that should be pretty good. Money taking on the badass Eddie Von Detty. Dirty Dre, who is the Call Your Shot winner, will be taking on David the Beast Smith. We'll have the Ronin Shona Campbell taking on Shepard Bain. Martel the Carpenter taking on the Super Champion King. The Lunatic Aqua Regia taking on Lady Assassin. That's an old one right there. That's an old rivalry there. That should be a good one, provided they both show up. Crusher LB will be taking on Mac Blakely. Johnathan versus the Dark Stalker. That should be another banger match right there. Now, here's a good match. Big Mel taking on Hakeo Jason Shepard. You know, at the end of the day, you know, Hakeo likes to be challenged. He's been getting challenged lately. Hopefully he does a lot better than he did in that world title match. And another tight match that should be good. The First Lady, Alexa Leslie, taking on the sponsored athlete, Jayla Masters. She's going to have to really bring it. Jayla Masters is... Woo, boy. There's some good matches there. Now, in our number one contender matches, there will be a number one contender match for the WPA Television Championship, and it'll be Money, MF, and Mike taking on Machete Ramos. It's nice to see Money, MF, and Mike getting into some contender matches there. Now, in a number one contender fatal four-way match, the booker has elected to put Lycan Umbris versus Pinnacle of Humanity, Adrian Christopher, versus Cats and Corey, versus the Master, Sean Puff, to all contend to see who will go on to face the Intercontinental Champion, Nurka Hante. And in a World Championship number one contender match, and I think it's pretty earned, Captain Mexico will be taking on Polish Power to decide who will go to face Jermaine Walker upon his return. For the triple threat title, we have a number one contender match. Brasso will be taking on the Messiah and Kwani Fist. I see that match coming down to either the Messiah or Brasso. But then again, Kwani Fist, he has his moments. I'll give him that. Nobody wants to be pinned by anybody named Kwani, but he has his moments when he can get you. Now, match 2. Must have been the loser bracket or something. We have Luscious Lucius taking on Casper 2779 versus Wolf Knight. Casper. I say Casper wins that one. Now, in our triple threat championship, it'll be newly crowned champion South Bronx Savage defending his first defense against Fat Thomas and the Street Fight King. And my God, for a first title defense, that's a good one. He makes it through that one. This next one should be cakewalk. Our new television champion, Cloudy Diggs, will be taking on the Blueprint Jackson Aries in what seems like a controversial match. But honestly, I think, from what I hear, not what I think, what I hear, upper management put it to a vote. They had some names, and they some of them were unanimous no, but Jackson Aries, probably due to the fact that he was in the number one contender match, and he already has to say sorry. I mean, it was a 2-1 vote in favor of putting him in the match. I mean, hey, the fact that they put him in the match, it left room for other guys to get other title matches or title match opportunities. Now, our main event, folks, I'm excited about this match right here. We were supposed to get this match before the anniversary. We were supposed to get it during the anniversary, and we've been waiting for part 2, folks, because the last one was a banger. But you'll have the notorious JP DiMaggio taking on James Altraz. That's the booker doing the right thing. Because you remember, Flip, he tried to challenge James Altraz before the anniversary started. Yeah, and they kind of had that, like, we got something else planned for you. Which, hey, JP loved that. He got a chance to get his hands on his 3 biggest pains in his ass. Okay, 2 pains in the ass and 1 hemorrhoid. You can decide which one's which. But JP DiMaggio versus James Altraz. That's like a 5-star match waiting to happen. 2 former world champions. I think James Altraz may have held the U.S. title. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I have to go look it up. But JP DiMaggio, I mean, if I had to say Big Mel was the greatest U.S. champion we had, I'd have to put JP DiMaggio right there. Just touching, just ever so touching, so lightly. Big Mel's title reign. When he has used this, I think he's been a better U.S. champion than a world champion, to be honest. Well, it's the opponents he picks. Like, minus that one opponent he picked out of pity. He picks pretty good opponents there, and when his opponent's picked for him, he comes through. It's pretty awesome. He's following that Big Mel map though. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that match. Now, another thing we're looking forward to is Phillips Pick. It's been 3 weeks. He's had time to evaluate everybody. I know who I would pick, but I don't want to spill the beans. I think I know who he picked. Yeah. But that's it, folks. 3 weeks. Anniversary. In the books. And we get back to a little bit of normalcy. Because we're going to turn right back around, folks. And have some title matches coming up soon. Tag team champs will be in action. Trios champs will be in action. They're taking this time right now to get everybody those matches so they can move up in the rankings in the singles realm. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see who the tag team champs face. I do have it on good authority that they may just pick some worthy opponents, because I don't think it's going to matter who would have won a number 1 contender match anyway. They were going to get beat by the Killer Goons. Big Mel and Jayla Masters, I'm telling you, that's one hell of a team for a tag team. Yeah, I know they lost that one, but that was an anomaly that happened there. You see what happens when they're full strength. Yeah. Oh, what? The giveaway. Oh, yeah. So, folks, listen. We're going to post more information, but this is a little heads up. Something in this room is going to be given away. I can't tell you what yet, but we're going to give away something in this room. Could be a picture, could be a card, could be one of those little backgrounds there. What? No, I'm not giving away none of my hats. What are you, fucking crazy? But once we figure out what we're going to give away, then you're going to have to answer a little question. We're not going to tell you what the question is yet. And depending on how that goes, we may do it again. Now, it'll be sporadic. It won't happen every month. It'll be very sporadic, folks. So, start getting your knowledge up, because you never know what the question is going to entail. I'm Johnathan T. Rokford, folks. Remember, hug your loved ones. Pick up the phone to call that friend. If you don't talk to that often, they might need to hear your voice. And don't drink and drive. And if you're walking, look both ways before crossing the street. I'm out, folks. Deuces. So yeah, Flip, you couldn't have warned Dirk Gently that Melvin used to be on the independent circuits. I mean, come on, where did they think we got him from? He has a little background in wrestling. Remember the last time he hit that PTSD? He set the chair on fire before he came down. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't do it this time. I don't think we could have paid the bill fine for that one. Huh? How was that guy afterwards? Oh, he's okay now. He doesn't wrestle anymore, but he's pretty good. Yeah. Melvin Lilly burnt that bridge. Yeah. Greetings, WPA. Once again, it is I, Philip Alexander Carrington IV, here to grace you and honor you with my presence. My pick for anniversary week showed a very cunning tactics in obtaining the championship, outlasting his opponents, being strategic, picking his spots, remaining the last man standing in the ring, betting on himself. Never mind a call your shot opportunity, just betting on himself to get the title that he was up for. I speak there of Cloudy Diggs. Sir, my hat's off to you on outlasting your opponents. No one gave you a chance, and you made them pay for it. That was very honorable performance you put in, and you earned that title, and I wish you luck on your first defense. Honorable mention, which I don't normally do, would have been JP DiMaggio, who vanquishes 3 irritants. And I will actually be watching your match this week. Please don't disappoint. I know you won't. But that really is all I have to say, folks. I'm going to go outside and, as a wise man once said, I'm going to touch some grass. Until next time, remember, I am watching you, and I bid you good day. I said, good day.